Hello, spiritual seekers. I have for you a pick a card careers reading. Whether you are at the beginning of the year or mid-year, whenever this finds you, this is about the vibration of your career currently right now and what you need to focus on so that it can progress for your better self in alignment with your better self. Okay, I want you to take a deep breath in, get in touch with your intuition, and pick a card pile. So pile number 1, we have here the Desert Rose Selenite. Pile number 2, we have this beautiful blue Florite, blue-green, I guess, Florite. And then pile number 3, we have a red Carnelian. Now I picked up all these stones locally at a crystal shop in Guelph, Ontario. I will put the name of the crystal shop below just because I love supporting our spiritual community. Okay, everybody. Now you're going to go into the description box and select the correct timing for whatever pile you chose. Okay, let's go. Okay, pile number 1, you chose the Desert Rose Selenite. What's interesting about this crystal is that it is beautiful in that it has all these rosette formations. Now, this crystal represents protection and clarity of mind, mental focus, and really being in tune with your intuition while at the same time being grounded. It's also reflected in just how this stone is created. So it gets all these rosettes through evaporation. It's the minerals form into these beautiful petal-like peaks when the water within the desert evaporates and you get these gorgeous rosettes. Now, selenite being a salt-dominant mineral or stone here, it is very much purification, as salt is very much purification, and selenite is often used for protection and alignment with your highest spirit team or highest angels and energy. So this person who'd be attracted to this stone, I imagine, is a person who's done a lot of work already in their career. Maybe they're a high achiever, maybe you're a go-getter, and you're really about refining yourself at this moment. Okay, so the theme that I have in your first 2 cards here is Artemis and Icarus. Okay, so Artemis represents achievement, victory, triumph, freedom, and completion, whereas Icarus represent overambition, downfall, and disappointment. So this tells me this person, if you've selected this pile, you're someone who's highly intelligent. You're someone most likely very accomplished, very logical, and good at what they do. You've had a lot of big wins, or a lot of big wins are coming for you. So I see you, the best word I can describe in layman's terms is you're a boss lady. You know, you're working it, you're hustling, and you're very productive and very respected at what you do. The warning here, though, in 2025 is be careful with being overly ambitious, okay, or getting too ambitious to the point, or flying to the sun to the point that you fall. Okay, so we want to not overload ourselves at work. Okay, life is about balance. It's about achieving but also being grounded. Okay, you're probably somebody who likes to win. You're someone who likes to achieve and get known for what you do. You're not afraid to be a voice in the room and having a seat at the table. You've probably worked hard to get a seat at the table. So I see you as a professional that a lot of people respect, okay? So the energy that I get from this can be many things. In terms of your Icarus moment, it can be that perhaps you have an ego that you need to work on, okay? I'm not saying all of you, but some of you, let's get real here, some of you may have an ego you need to get worked on that could lead to, hiccups happening, snafus happening if you don't get that in check. Others of you, it may be more of you're overloading yourself, because you're so ambitious. It's like, I'm going to get this achievement and that achievement and this recognition. I'm going to take on this project. Sometimes you need to say no. Okay. Now, Artemis is a very logical and strategic goddess. So tap into what made you successful in the first place and learn to be very methodical and thoughtful about what you should take on and perhaps what you may need to let go. Okay. And that's how you can keep balance within your business and within your career. All right, what else? Wonderful. So this next card just underscores this energy here, which is direction and delegation. This is somebody who is a leader. Perhaps you're the leader of your team. Perhaps you're the owner of a business. The energy is saying, delegate, 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 and give clear direction. You are meant to step in the role of a leader. If you're not there yet, it is telling you that is what you need to do. And you do it with clarity and with focus. Have a clear vision, okay? Because leaders without a vision cannot lead their teams. And it's also saying, get in alignment with that vision and learn how to express that and communicate that with your team. Okay, that is how they follow you and also support you in a way that is going to have a fruitful outcome. Now, the desert rose crystal, and very much this card here focuses on mental clarity. So it's going back to your Artemis power, which is, when you focus, when you get laser sharp in your thoughts and your consciousness and your mindfulness and what actions you take, then you'll be successful. So things like, don't sweat the small stuff, right? Don't get stressed out about things that don't matter. Maybe let it go, right? Let that be the Icarus, not your career, but let those things that don't matter drop off so that you can be crystal clear and prioritize what you need to prioritize so that you can accomplish your goals and get to that next level. But this is definitely somebody who's a leader or is going to be a leader, and you're going to have to learn how to communicate in a way that expresses, not impresses, but expresses to your teams, your clients, your partnerships. So very interesting. Your oracle card is very magic. I just find this really interesting because it's oftentimes an opposite energy here. Actually, we do have opposite energy cards that are on the spread right now, which tells me that you're someone who needs balance, that perhaps a lot of serious stuff has been going on in your life, and Spirit is telling you to be in the energy of fairy magic a little bit, meaning be playful, be joyful, lighten up, okay? We may be the boss, we may be the leader, okay? But when we let go of what we don't need to, just prioritize what we do, let's also schedule in personal care, personal time, team building, fun things, okay, that create that balance. Notice how these two cards are very angular. Notice how the crystal itself has a lot of divots and variations and angles as well, although it's like a round curve, all these different pieces. But what it's telling me is work on your formation, your form. In the world of careers and business, form, just like exercise, is very important. Now, we practice our form in our careers through things like scheduling, prioritizing, having a clear vision, clear goals that you want to achieve. Put that in, be methodical about it, but also create balance in that form. So when you create the schedule, right, prioritize what you need to do for your career goals, and then on top of that, schedule in when you're going to connect with family, when you're going to connect with friends, when you're going to connect with your personal life. Let your form, okay, within your life, in your business, in your everyday day-to-day scheduling, help you be consistent and achieve your goal in a way that is methodical but also joyful, full of life, full of playfulness. This fairy magic coming here is telling me that you're probably exhausted. If you've gotten to the level of Artemis, you have done a lot of work already. Maybe you're run down. Maybe things have changed at home. Maybe you've become a parent and now you're exhausted and you don't know how to find balance. This is saying, let that joy energize you. And also let yourself connect with your intuition so that your guides and spirit team on the other side can assist you in these day-to-day endeavors towards your career goals. Very interesting, pile one. You're such a go-getter. You sound like somebody who would be my best friend. So I wish you all the best for the rest of the year, and may your career unfold for you in a way that is balanced, that is fruitful, and so much fun. Okay, next pile. Hi, pile two. You picked this blue-green fluorite. Blue-green fluorite is such a beautiful stone. It's one of my favorite stones. This one is known as the genius stone. So I imagine you are a person who has so much creative energy, but also very logical thinking, very thoughtful, maybe very good at just perceiving the world around you and taking everything in. And this allows you to be very successful at what you do. So very interesting. This also represents maybe a sense of protection that you need, and a meditative energy that you either have or are craving to have, to have harmony and balance and groundedness in your life. So I definitely recommend keeping this a fluorite palm stone. So that what you see here is a palm stone, and it's just a beautiful cooling energy to have with you to help calm any anxieties that you may have going on right now in your life and in your career. All right, let's get to the cards. Oh boy, pile two, you have been through the gamut. A lot of geniuses, we have a tendency to sometimes overanalyze, or sometimes see the world in a different way and they haven't caught up, or where we feel that we've been put in a box. Now, the Cassandra card, Cassandra in Greek mythology, was a character who had deep psychic abilities and intuitions, but it was almost like she could see the future but do nothing about it, both the good and the bad. So Cassandra's gifted with prophecy, vision, but also the disbelief, like, okay, everything is fated, you can't change it. So this tells me this is an energy of perhaps somebody who has been in a career path where you feel kind of in a box, in a rut. You're just seeing where you're going isn't necessarily where you want to go. Or perhaps you see a greater vision because you are a genius, but you don't have all the resources right now to manifest. And the Midas touch is a reversal of fortune, wealth, prosperity, and success. So this is about creating wealth for yourself. So you may have so much intellectual prowess, but it's not necessarily manifesting into the financial outcomes that you want it to, even though you have the type of intellect and creative will to create great abundance and fortune for you. Okay, so we've all been there. Okay, we've all had a point in our life where we say, maybe this career path is not for me. Maybe this is not for me. Maybe I need to have a change. Or, ooh, I have this really, really good idea, but I'm just caught up in daily life. Like, how am I going to make it happen? How am I going to access this abundance that I know is coming for me, but it's just taking its time? Or if you have a project that you've already launched and it's at a standstill right now, but it has so much potential, what is in your blind spot here that is limiting that growth? So this Cassandra is about being stagnant, but it's also having the power to see past. So it's really commanding you to use your intuition. Okay, you are not somebody who can be kept in a box, and your mind is a beautiful mind, and whatever vision you have for the future, it can happen. And I want you to know that abundance is there out there for you to attract in your life It is ready for you. Even if you feel you're stuck in a rut, it is ready for you. But you need to connect with your intuition, okay, to help you prophesize into the future. Build that intuition of where you need to go. So for example, a direct example, if you are a business owner, for example, we like to do a lot of research, whether that's market research, a business plan, a SWOT analysis, which is part of a business plan. But why do we do that stuff, right? Is to find a strategic way to approach things, but it also allows us to develop an intuition within a certain industry or sphere of business that we are trying to position ourselves in. Okay, and once you become more accustomed to that, your intuition in your career or in your industry or in your field will become sharper, stronger, and you can take those steps. Okay, next card. Okay, so you got the card of macrocosm. Very interesting. This is about perception and taking a step back, or better yet, taking a bird's eye view on what you want to accomplish, on your full vision, where you need to go. Just like the Cassandra card that can see into the future, you want to be able to use that global, big picture, broader discernment towards your career plan, your career paths, or business goals that will generate income for you. Okay, this specifically is about being motivated by wealth, okay, abundance, fortune, okay? So back to my example of, if you are a business owner, I want you to do a business plan, okay, and do research within those areas. If you don't know one, there are many templates you can get online. Do a marketing plan. Look at who are your competitors, how you can make yourself distinct and stand out. Or perhaps if you are somebody who's looking at changing your career prospects, maybe you're trying to go into another industry, research the salaries and income of the different field or professions within that field, and do a risk analysis of, the timing that you need to take to update your skills to meet that, how many other people are doing that particular role, and how can you be competitive. So an example of this is, if say that you want to move into medicine, right? What are the trends right now that's happening in medicine? Maybe more people are moving to natural medicine, maybe more people are moving into herbology, maybe more people are moving into women's health. Is that something that you can branch out to? Do you have the base foundational skills to do that? And will it meet the timeline should you make that shift? Do you have the resources for that? And how do you make yourself competitive within that field so you stand out from others? So it's about putting in the different building blocks, okay? The foundation that you need for the overall picture. When you take that step back, you will gain a better clarity, and you will be able to take those step-by-step parts and stay prioritized towards your greater need, and therefore not feel overwhelmed. Okay, because a genius mind can very much be overwhelmed and very much be doing 500 things at once. No, you want a clear, concise plan that will help you achieve your abundance and financial well-being. Next card. Wow, what a beautiful oracle card for you to have received. Vibrational. I want you to look at this card and this card. Look at how we have rings vibrating out, okay? Wavelengths of energy from the core. We also have here, this is a nuclei. Is it a nuclei or cell? Some type of cell. And then you have here, well, it's supposed to be the sun, but it's also very like biology, right? The screen here is looking at something galactic, but it's almost like you're also looking at something small to see something galactic, because it starts with the inner person, the you, right? The you, the sun in the center, and all these planets around are just expanding like rings out, this energy that's out. So it's talking about how your vibration affects others. Some people incarnate onto this planet to live and react. and be just sort of part of the story, but not you. Okay, you are a genius. Remember, you picked this. You're a genius. You are here to contribute your energy because your ideas and your vibe, your energy can shift those around you, shift the room, make waves in this world. Others resonate with you. Okay, so you need to believe in your energy, your strength, your vibe, what you give to others, it radiates out. Okay, so this is a person who's very powerful, a very powerful manifester. Okay, so what that means is that your vibration, you've got to keep it in check because you can vibrate and attract a lot of abundance, which is this gold here, this Midas touch, and this gold that's around this vibrational card. But you can also manifest darkness and negativity if you allow your mind to stay within a lower vibration. Now, I don't want us to judge either which way because it all is a part of our expansion modules as humans, meaning that there's a lot of lessons to be learned, whether you're in a state of contrast or in a state of vibrating out and attracting and manifesting your best life. But I want you to be aware of that. Be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of your visions. And challenge yourself to clean up and stay mentally focused and mentally clear about the abundance that you are attracting. Okay? And it starts from you. Harnessing the energy of you and expressing out the energy of you. You'll be able to create beautiful things and attract that the more that you invest and believe in all the brightness that you are. Wow, what a brilliant and talented energy you are. And just remember, no genius, okay, became a genius without a little bit of struggle in their life. You can create beautiful things, and you will this year. Okay, pile number 2, I hope you enjoyed that reading, and I hope it resonated with you so that you can manifest this beautiful life of yours. Hello, pile number 3, aka red carnelian pile. Wonderful stone. The stone is also known as the artist stone because it's very much about passion and connection and grounding and creative energy and healing as well. So this tells me, if you pick this card, that you're a heart-centered person, maybe even earth-centered person. This card, the stone specifically, is related to the zodiac sign of Virgo, unlike the previous pile, which is I didn't even mention. But Virgo, being that, since this is a career reading, I imagine if you're not a Virgo, it is giving you the energy of, hey, let's focus on being innocent or looking for innocence in this world, in our career and how we approach it, meaning let's not be a know-it-all, even though Virgos sometimes are known to be know-it-alls, but that's because they do a lot of research, okay, and they do a lot of analysis. So it's saying be practical and do your research and be very thoughtful with how you approach things, and also refine one's self. Seems like that is an energy that you're attracted to right now, because the energy I feel is somebody who has unbridled passion and so much to give. All right, let's look into the cards for you. My, oh my, very much about passion here. And being the artist stone, I am not surprised if you are a creative person yourself, maybe a writer, a singer, or a dancer, or you're not in anything traditionally artistic, but what you do is very much something that you are passionate about, or you want to go towards something that you feel passionate about. You don't want to just be in a day-to-day, just collecting the check type of job, right? You want to be something that lights up your spirit. Now, what I'm getting here, So you have Aphrodite, which is love, passion, desire, and romance. She's the goddess of love, as you know. But we also have Leander, which is about dangerous love, risk-taking, and guiding light. So what this tells me is that you can be somebody who would say, you know, I could do that, or that could make me more money if I go there, but it just doesn't make me happy. It doesn't light my spirit. It's like I have a need to have to be creative, or I have a need to have to express myself in a certain way. And all of those are really good things. It's really good to have passion. But in our career, it can be risky, right? Being an artist is very much a risk-taking profession in a way if you don't have a business already established, or a way of making income in a way that is predictable. Not saying that it can't be like there's no potential in being artists. There certainly can be, right? But it's saying, with dangerous love, you have to find balance, and you have to be clear about how to achieve what you want to achieve, because passion without a plan, okay, is just a dream. It is not a career. It is not a vision. Okay, so whatever you have, let your vision be clear. Let yourself have, a plan. Let yourself consider risk reduction, while at the same time respecting your passion and your desire. Because the story with Leander was that they were waiting for their love, and they followed the light of their love. They decided, they got too impatient, decided to go off and into the waters to find them. They ended up drowning, right? We don't want to drown. We want to swim, and we want to be successful. And so better yet, we want to have a boat or a yacht, as we wade the heavy waters. So I'm not trying to thwart you here, but I know that there are a lot of people who have the energy of like, okay, I'm just going to take all risks and abandon the way I need to do it because my emotions are telling me I have to go this way. This is the only thing that makes me happy. But there is balance. And just remember that there's a divine timing for everything. You may have a creative bone in you, and you want to do something that's creative, but if it's not paying the bills now, you can build it slowly. As you build your own business acumen, as you build your brand, or as you build whatever that you're trying to build, you can build that slowly and still have something else that you can rely on to be the foundation. Okay, let's look more into this. Next card. Wow, this is a very deep and interesting card that is different from what we often think of our careers. It is akin to being in the hanged man state, but what we want to do is, instead of feeling like we're in a hanged man state, which is we don't know what to choose, we don't know where to go, take a step back and pause. Pause. There is power in silence. There is power in doing nothing, while also letting what needs to manifest for you. The infinite Akash is the record that is in the celestial that has our highest self mission, and all these things unfold for us. Let the universe help you be led, but you must learn to tap in, use your intuition to hear it. Hear what it's saying to you. Hear what it's saying to you in a way that it delights you. Sometimes we can go, or sometimes we feel like we have to risk everything. And it's like, I'm putting all my cards in the basket, and that action can burn us, or can burn us out, or it can feel like you put something in and then you get 2 steps back, and then you've dealt with something like losing resources or rejection or anything along those lines, and that can hit our ego and make us go into hermit mode. which isn't good either if we want to accomplish things. So if you feel overwhelmed, or if you feel like you need to be inspired, be in silence. Learn to tap into your intuition to help guide you to where you need to go. Okay, instead of coming from a rational mind, come from a heart place and only make a move when that is in alignment with your intuition. Okay, instead of taking action for the sake of action, just to accomplish what you think you're supposed to accomplish, or take an unhealthy, risky step when you don't need to. All of us have a mission. All of us have something that we can contribute to this world, but sometimes we need to take a step back to see what that is. And it's okay. It's okay to do that. We don't have to always go to accomplish that and know what that is. So I'm feeling like somebody here, energy-wise, maybe not all of you who've picked this, but energy-wise, is you're deciding on what you want your next career path to be. Maybe you're feeling like, I need to contribute to the world, or contribute to my life, or express myself in a certain way, but you don't necessarily know where you're going. You're a little lost. So you're trying to find your guiding light right now. And I'm here to say that guiding light is within you. You just need to learn to listen. Next card. So your oracle card is fearless. Be fearless. How very interesting that your energy print right here is telling us that maybe you're dealing with blockages, but you have everything you need to expand. Look at this image here. You have the center light, and then you have this expansive fractal energy radiating out. You have this image of Leander, centered person, arms radiating out. You have this tree, strong trunk of light energy, and its mind, or its planets and growth here radiating out. Go back to center. All your answers are inside you. Get centered and be still and quiet. Connect with your emotion and let your mind expand to radiate out. This is your expansion blueprint here in your career, so that you can be creative. You can create the life that you want, but you need to come from a place of being connected to self and being fearless in your endeavor. And that way you can release any blockages that you may have that are holding you back from your career expansion. Okay, so whatever steps that you take, I want you to go back to self, be centered. Don't let fear hold you back. If you have fearlessness, that means there is some fear in your program that you have now that you need to work through. And perhaps you can get yourself a Carnelian palm stone and just hold it to your chest and let that help you create, and let your love drive you. The other thing that I want to say, that for some of you who may resonate with this, you may be in the position that you're in because your love life also shifted, or you had partnerships that shifted. Maybe you were in partnership with, some people, and it didn't go the way you wanted it to go. So you're needing a cool off period, figuring out what you want. Or maybe if you are coming from a place where there's so much demands on you, maybe you were in a partnership and that didn't work out in your home, and now you're a single person trying to figure out all this. You have it in you. You have the power in you. So don't have fear. Focus on what you can give. Focus on what you can attract. And know that you're destined for great things. Your abundance is out there for you. Your abundance is yours to have. And you are worthy of the abundance that's coming for you. Okay, pile three, I hope that resonated and I hope you took something for it. May you be blessed and may good things unfold for your career.